Hey there guys, and welcome back to NIMBY Rails. Today we're working on the Settle and Carlisle line, apparently. I made this nice long list of plans for NIMBY Rails videos that I'm just kind of working off, but I made it several weeks, possibly months ago, and don't remember a lot of it. And I'm not really sure where this one came from because it's not going to connect to anything I've already built. But I'm rolling with it. So we've got Settle Station in, and as I understand it, there is a station called Long Preston down here after it joins back onto the main line. So I want to build down this far. Problem is working out whereabouts in Long Preston this station actually is. Is it there? I think it's there. It's always a mystery. Oh, I'm not allowed to just go over the river. Okay. Long Preston. And then I have to try and build a track. I don't have a track diagram for this, so I'm working entirely off Open Railway Map, which is never ideal, because it's not the most accurate. But here's hoping, hey? Where on earth does this go? I'm going to have to move back on the map again. That is not really like... It is kind of marked, actually. Ignore me. Okay, it comes around here. And out that way. And it wraps along the side of the road. Oh, there's a gap in the river there that it goes through. I see. Can't run through there. Through that little gap. And up here, and then there is a pair of tracks through there. I don't know if that's before or after the split, but it exists. I'm going to be honest, it's probably before the split, so I'll just move that node. No, it turns out it's after the split. Okay. Basically, the other pair of tracks comes out this way and follows the road up here. So we'll just cross the river and it goes that way. Okay, time to pull that in. Get a node off there. That comes out to that line. A node off there comes out to that track. Pull that in so that it's a bit better, and then there's a crossover here. Sorted. And then this line just joins up to Settle. So I need opinions basically for proceeding. Obviously the series is proceeding. The issue I'm having is we're getting very far ahead on track work, and we're very far behind on signalling and route creation, which is kind of a side effect of that being really bad for YouTube. It is still 2-track, okay. Portion Ribblestone, it's all the way up here. Yes, so I've not been doing signalling or route building on YouTube really. I've been doing that on live streams. However, it's quite rare I have the time to live stream. And therefore, that's not been happening. I probably won't have the time to live stream until the new year, realistically. So I guess we'll kind of have to see how that goes. The situation is I'm getting closer to finishing the track, but not having any of the routes. So would you guys prefer to see a couple of episodes of signalling and route creation, just to mix it up a bit? because I do acknowledge we've been doing a lot of track building recently. Where on earth does this go? Or would you like to rather stick to the track building? I have no idea what I'm doing with this track. Does it really go through that gap? No, kind of, but no. It goes through that gap, comes down here, but it stays the other side of that road. Okay, we come in here then, apparently. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yes, so that's basically the problem I'm having at the moment is, do I start recording more signalling and route building to try and catch that up with the track, or just carry on with the track because it's better for YouTube? What are your opinions? Luckily I record this on a weekly basis at the moment, so I will actually read the comments before I record the next episode. I still don't really know where I'm going. Where's Stainforth? Oh, there. Okay, I've been through there. So it turns out I'm trying to use a map that was still 3 villages behind. Right. This is also shown I can't hold a conversation while trying to concentrate on building something. That's what you've seen here. My inability to multitask. It's not brilliant. That comes down. Honestly, at this point, if I can get it connected in, then that's good enough, really, isn't it? That's going to need a viaduct. I'll be honest, I thought more of the Settle and Carlisle line was single track. I've never actually been along it. I know it's meant to be really picturesque, but I did think more of it was single track. But there we go, we've made it to Horsham in Ribblesdale. The next stop is Ribblehead. I also thought the stations were a little more frequent than they are proving to be. Ribblehead has a viaduct, if I'm not mistaken. Also appears to just straight up not exist. The map claims it to be south of Dent and Garsdale. Well, there's Garsdale, so south of there. This is Chapel-le-Dale. There's Ribblehead. Is it near that? That would be logical. It is actually. It's here, by the looks of it. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of path there. That's that with a footbridge. So now we'll build up to there. Unfortunately, it turns out that this part of the country, because it's so mountainous, there's a lot of just gaps anyway in the trees. Normally you'd use the gaps in the trees and the grassland on the map to know that's where the track goes. But a bit more difficult when there's just random gaps for no reason as well. And now where? I guess we carry on straight. Through that gap, alongside that bit of tree line, and into this gap into Ribblehead. Next stop is the other side of the viaduct. Looks like there's actually a freight loop there, but I am not necessarily going to include that. Dent, another place that seems to be in the middle of nowhere. So we come over a viaduct, we go through a tunnel, and then where is Dent in relation to Cowgill? just up and to the right, because that's descriptive. It's around here, it's on this road, I think. Yes, it is. I'm right. The station is there. Literally no village named Dent anywhere on the map, but okay. If we come back down here, I'll move my reference map down to have a look. It seems we come across the road, wrap round, go onto a viaduct, and then come off the viaduct again here. We continue wrapping round the bend, round the corner, and at some point, it's not totally clear, but there's probably good enough, we dive into a tunnel. And that continues under until over here somewhere. Yeah, we dive out here. Dive out, guess, technically works. There we go. And there looked like a line I could follow there. So we'll pull that in and keep wrapping round towards Dent. That will do, sure. It's a bit wobbly, but out of Dent we move up to Garsdale, which is actually marked on my map, although I don't think the station's anywhere near Garsdale itself. I think it's closer up towards Garsdale Head. In fact, I think it's even further north than Garsdale Head, potentially. No, it's there, it's in that gap. It's in that gap that looks like an industrial site, but is actually a station. Garsdale. And then again, we need the track. There's apparently another tunnel up here, so that'll be fun. Into the tunnel. Place your bets where it's going to come out. Probably around there. Let's straighten that tunnel out a little bit. There we go. And we come up this way. And into Garsdale. Sure, that'll do. I don't think we're going to be making it all the way to Carlisle in this episode. I think we're just going to do the southern half. I might only do one more station. Kirkby Stephen is possibly labelled on the map. It is. Oh, that's quite a way to go. That is a significant distance. Although, as per usual, the station is not actually anywhere near the town. The station is all the way out here. Kirkby Stephen. And then, back down here, where does the track go? And that is a real mystery. Okay, I see. It comes across here and wraps round, and it kind of comes in next to that bit of grass. But wrapping it round so that it will actually go across those water bodies is not going to be easy. I think that'll do. And then we come out up here. We cross the road by the looks of it, because there's some gaps in the river there that we can go through. That's my tip of the day. Look for there's a couple of things to look for. One is gaps in the river, the other one is there are a couple of them down here. Little grey lines that could be footbridges, potentially. I find is generally a pretty good way of telling where the line goes. So through gaps in the river, there's another grey line. Across perpendicular grey lines. And if there's a cut through any sort of green area, it probably goes through there. I've got a bit too far down there because there's a perpendicular grey line for me to cross. I meant to hug that line, not that one. That's the only trouble, is working out which line you're meant to hug. Up here, through another gap. And through that gap. Where am I headed to? Over there. Okay, I think I'm meant to come this way and sort of wrap around and in. Probably through that gap. Seems logical. So we'll come up here. And, you know, for what I thought was reasonably mountainous terrain, the line is not terribly windy. There we go, we made it to Kirkby Stephen. We've got quite a long stretch of line, honestly, all things considered. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me know in the comments what you think about my proposal of some signalling and route making for a couple of episodes. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.